Okay. I think we're live. Okay, awesome. So, last time I attempted to stream, YouTube just never went live. Looks like we are live now, though. So, we're all good there. Alright, awesome. Wahoo. Okay, then I should probably... Last time we were doing the, Orb Saga. Specifically, we were working on the Sand Sea. So, let's go ahead and see if we can finish this off today. Alright. Quests. Blue Lotus. Okay. Let's look in the wastelands. Wait, what element? Stone and wind. What do I have? Yeah, I'm just gonna keep my weapons as is then. Let's see. Alright, in that case, I guess just Lash. And then... It does feel nice to finally be getting back into the swing of things. I've been having a rough go of it recently, so I'm happy to just be able to sit down and finally play some more. Alright, then... attack. Oh, right, I can actually switch his element to wind now. Attack, and... wind. Also, you may notice that I actually fed him today. I know, you guys are so impressed that I remembered to feed my terrible, horrible little beautiful son. Oh, right, I forgot to change his element back. Oh, well. Then attack, and... Lash. Attack. And attack. Then that guy's weak to wind, so swap it back. Oh, boo-hoo, you're restless. Maybe you should have thought of that before we started fighting. Alright, then attack. And attack. Let's see. Right, then. Should be good there. Then stun. Lash. And attack. And I forgot his beam attack does some actual damage now. Alright. Then I think I'll do stun and lash and wound and beam. Okay, that's not too bad as far as damage goes. Wound doesn't seem to do a whole lot of damage over time, but then again, I'm just dumping everything in charisma and luck. So it kind of makes sense that we don't have a whole lot of damage. I am kind of enjoying this, somebody else can worry about it style playthrough. You know, I just realized I forgot to actually invite my guests. Oh well. Alright. Then swap. Then I'll go stun, beam. Wound. Lash. And then I think I'll go disarm and attack. There we go. Oh my god, he's so pathetic. Okay, well. Alright, I think I'll do multi, then flash. Alright, stun, and then now that I've stunned that guy, I'll work on beating up that guy. Disarm. Attack. Wound, and... Oops, I accidentally immobilized him twice, but whatevs. There's a heal. Okay, can't go any further that way. So, I guess we go back. Looks like it's just a case of follow the paths. What is your problem, Drakath II Jr.? Anyways. Let's see. I woke up late today, so I was originally planning to have the waiting room up at around 3 p.m. like I usually do, but then I kind of stayed in bed for a little bit because I was very tired. I think so far it feels like an hour has been like the sweet spot of getting an... Where's the boy? He's right here, baby. He's cuddly, but I can't do anything about that right now. Because, well, we're in the middle of a fight. So he's just gonna have to be so lonely without me petting him. Also, I did feed him today. I know, shocking. You can actually see last fed today. Stop being messy. But yeah, let's see. Ah, I'm being attacked. Who could have foreseen in a game where you, like, attack and get attacked, I would be attacked? Oh, this is simply inconceivable. Alright, then lash, and... I feel like I should probably, like, sort through my inventory at some point. Oh hey, I actually blocked that time. Like, specifically with my inventory, I have so much stuff in there, but unlike in Adventure Quest Worlds and Adventure Quest 3D, there is not nearly as much bank space, so I'm gonna need to actually sort through all of my stuff at some point. Because obviously I do have limits to how much I can actually hold. Does it... Oh, geez, I am very close to full. Oh boy. Sell the child for more storage. See, I would, but I'm not sure if that would actually give me any more storage. Plus, I feel like he might be really mad and, like, swear revenge on me. And that wouldn't be good. That wouldn't be good. Alright. You know, I just noticed I'm kind of a little bit low on health, but I should be fine. Alright, let's just power. Heal me, boy. Thank you, boy. Alright, there we go. And then, that should finish the quest. Yay! Okay. Oh, sick! I got a wind weapon. I mean, that's why you've been feeding him cement, to keep him under control. Exactly, exactly. It's like that scene in Naruto where Rock Lee is like wearing the ankle weights, and then he takes them off, and he's like a lot better at fighting and stuff, but he also still kind of gets bodied. It's a lot like that. It's a lot like that. There we go. Alright, well... Beast Blast. Okay, I can sell a bunch of stuff. So, I'm not gonna sell that. It's 8:30. Okay, I think I'll sell Frost Point. No, should I? No, I'm not gonna sell any of my weapons. I gotta see what else I can sell. I may as well sell these. I'm sure I'm going to get somebody who tells me that these are actually extremely rare and I should not sell them, and get very mad at me for doing so. But I think I'll go ahead and sell them. I need the gold anyway. Ah, that's not doing me any favors. Yeah, this doesn't have any particular bonuses I care about. So I guess I'll sell that. Yeah, don't need that. Don't need that. Oh, try selling it. Hell yeah. I love selling things. Okay. Wait, I might be able to actually conceal fragment, elemental essence. Not gonna sell that. Yeah, this doesn't have any bonuses I care about. I hate Alden, so I'm selling that. That does have fire resistance. That won't sell for anything anyway. Oh man, I'm only 500 away from being able to upgrade my boy. Do I have any other silver weapons? Don't. Okay, almost level 16. So I think I'll swap from the Burning Curse. I hate Alden, so I'm selling that. Okay, but like I do hate Alden. I think maybe the Slugrath dynasty could not have been that bad compared to him. Okay, I'll just switch to Silver Staff, and then since I'm only one level away from being able to use that specific weapon anyway. Actually, no, that has some pretty decent stats. Shit. Okay, I guess we're not selling that. Okay, well, so real though. Literally, I had no particularly strong feelings about him through the entirety of Adventure Quest Worlds. I absolutely hate him in DragonFable. Okay, let's go to the Oasis Inn. Hooray! This one should be pretty quick if I recall correctly. Thanks for the flower, Trixie. You know how I love them. I haven't seen you in so long. How have you been? Hi. Have we met? Of course we haven't met. My father said that you were able to be trusted. He didn't mention that you were slow. Kasuf is your father? He took a bigger risk than I thought, risking himself and his daughter. He just really... Hey, I'm not slow! Are you sure? It took you that long to realize that I called you slow. We really don't have time for this. Zoom could be back at any minute and I can't afford to let him catch me with you. You don't need to worry about that. The resistance activity in the dunes is a distraction. You mean the rebels set all that up just so it would be safe to meet? Yes, we won't get a second shot at taking down Sectua the 15th, and you are our best hope of doing that. Several very brave rebels have risked their very lives so we can meet safely, so let's not waste time. I understand that you want the Orb of Light. Yes, your father told me that you know something about it. I do. I've studied the orb for several years in secret. I've read every legend and pieced together some of its history. I'm fairly sure that the Orb of Light is responsible for the Sectuat dynasty. Emperor Sectuat I got his hands on it, and he used its power to take control of the Sand Sea. One history that I read said that after Sectuat I took power, he became increasingly paranoid. He had several children, but didn't trust any of them. He thought that all of his heirs were after his power and felt that none of them were worthy. I doubt a man like that would have trusted anyone with the source of his power. He probably died before telling anyone where he hid it. He would have kept it close. That would mean that the Orb of Light is still in his palace somewhere. I thought the exact same thing. I take back what I said about you being slow. Aww. So I need to get into the palace and find the orb. Any ideas? Sectuat the 15th already knows that you're working with Zoom to catch the rebels. You're already in his good graces. We're going to need to really impress him to get an invite to the palace. I think I know just the thing. You have to defeat my mummy. I saved your dad, now you want me to fight your mom? You must have had a weird childhood. I take back taking back, saying that you were slow. I said my mummy. I unearthed it when I was researching the Sectuat dynasty. Sorry, dynasty. Hello, welcome in, Board Hoodie. Welcome, welcome. I was in their family tomb looking for clues to the orb. Then I unearthed my discovery. It's a colossal beast, an undead mummified dragon. I unleashed it on the... Right, I forgot she did that. Average girl behavior. Average girl's night. Nothing to see here. We all feel a little bit silly sometime and release our undead mummified dragons upon the world. It's a thing. Now it just sits in the tomb and destroys anyone who gets too close. This beast is a thorn in Sectuat's side. It seems like he's not comfortable with the idea of a giant mummy dragon walking around in his ancestor's tomb. Huh, yeah, I wonder. I really wonder why. So if I defeat your mummified dragon, then Sectuat the 15th will be impressed with me and invite me to the palace. That's what I hope anyways. Once you have an invite to the palace, you can come and go as you please, unless he kills you. That's a comforting thought. you have the ability to get closer to Sector than any of the rebels ever will. And with you at his side, we will have the advantage. You'll be able to foil his plans, get access to palace secrets, who knows what else. Not to mention you'll be able to look for your orb. Once you're in the palace, we will contact you again. You will find the mummified dragon in the Dynasty tomb. Now, get out of here before you're discovered. Girls gotta have some hobbies. Exactly, exactly. We love it when girls have hobbies. It's just normal girl behavior, you know? Watch your back. Some of the guys in the inn haven't taken their eyes off you since you came in here. Because of my immaculate swag. It's because of my drip. Oh boy, they're counting on me. Alright. They're gonna make me fight this guy. Let's see. Let's just wound him. Then... that should do DOT as well. I do love a good damage over time. He's right behind me, isn't he? That's what it feels like when I exit a cutscene and then suddenly there's a bunch of aggro dudes. Like, he's right behind me, isn't he? Alright, let's see. Beam attack. Alright, then I guess I'll do wound. Lash. Attack. And attack. I love making guys bleed out. Oh, there is a better way of phrasing that, I feel like. I'm a really big fan of damage over time and immobilizing the enemy so they can't fight back as they slowly have their health drained. Kill! There we go. No, do not back down. You were right before. You know what? You're right. You're right. I'm not a coward. I love it when dudes die. Oh boy! Drakath set a bounty on my head? Wow, this is so romantic. I'm so glad that he thinks about me so often. Welcome to the party. We're having an awesome time here. Oh, I need to reset the Drakath incident counter. Hold on. It's been 0 streams since our last Drakath incident. To be fair, this entire stream is a Drakath incident. Alright, there we go. But, I do really like the, Light Orb Saga. Because I think I've mentioned it before a couple of times. This is the last one I played before last time. Oh boy, I got some Moglinberry juice. It's only really good during Frostfall. I'll see if I can sell it. How much can I sell it for? Oh, boo-hoo, you're tired. Oh, poor baby. Sleep. Beast Blast. Alright, well... Can I sell it for anything? Oh, sweet! I can get 120 gold for that. This is awesome! Why are you still tired? What's your problem? Alright, that's done. I should probably heal and potions. Okay, it's time for the Dynasty Tomb. Okay, let's tell him about the mummy. That is a dangerous way to get the Emperor's attention, Trixie. I cannot tell you what to do, but I cannot waste time on dragons. At least not when there is gold to be made in capturing rebels. If... when you return, you must tell me all about it. Lazy bastard. The chat feels so slow today. Yeah, that's partially my fault. I wanted to test out something. So I announced this, like, super late. I announced it about 5 minutes before I went live. Like, it was already on the schedule, but I did not have the waiting room up for very long before I went live. Normally when I have the waiting room up for longer, I think people filter in, and are usually waiting for the stream to start. So that's partially my fault. Alright, attack. No resistances, so... guess we'll just smack him over and over till he dies. We do love smacking guys over and over till they die. Alright, then... attack. Forgot there were so many bugs I had to get through. Though I might be able to just skip some of them. I know when I originally played, I thought I would have to fight all of them, so I did, but I wonder if I can just beat a path through them instead of fighting every single last one. Especially because right now my levels seem to be pretty alright. Nah, 5 minutes isn't enough for that. It's probably just people not expecting DragonFable since they don't check your Twitter. I'm not sure about Adventure Quest Worlds anyways. Yeah, it's probably partially that. But yeah. I've got to actually start posting on Blue Sky more frequently. I really love Blue Sky, and it looks like there's actually quite a few active DragonFablers over there. But sometimes when I forget to post there, I enter, like, a spiral where I'm like, oh god, I forgot to post on there. I forgot to post there more frequently. Oh god, And then my brain goes, oh my god, Trixie, you're a terrible person for not posting everywhere all the time. Literally, what is wrong with you? And then it's like, okay, well, they all hate me on there for not posting super frequently. So, like, what's the point of actually posting more frequently, you know? So, I need to get over that. I genuinely need to get over that. Alright, lash, and attack, and attack. I also find that, like, my DragonFable streams are, like, DragonFable is already a pretty niche game, so normally, I think the chat moves faster when it's DragonFable, because I feel like a lot of the people in the DragonFable chat actually kind of recognize and, like, know each other. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Post on Blue Sky right now. Oh god. Hold on. Mama didn't raise a quitter, okay? Mama didn't raise a coward. Give me just a sec. Okay, then... let's see, let's go there. And... You guys can't see it, but I literally just grabbed my phone that was in the background next to me. I'm doing it right now. There we go, we did it. I posted. Wait, is Blue Sky Twitter or Blue Sky is like Twitter for people who are currently Twitter for people who don't like Twitter. I absolutely hate Twitter, like genuinely. But as much as I would love to be able to move full-time to Blue Sky, the fact of the matter is a lot of the people who actually follow my Twitter for updates on, like, schedule stuff, they're not actually going to move over, so I have to at least remain on Twitter to continue posting any important updates. And I don't know, I found the transition to having to move to different websites a little bit difficult, which is why even after all of these years, I'm still an avid Tumblr user. No, just kidding. It initially was a Twitter-like thing, but became something else. The DragonFable devs like it a lot, though. Yeah, I also, I am on Blue Sky, not as Trixie, for various IRL friend-related stuff, and I really like it. I genuinely prefer it over Twitter. I greatly prefer it over Twitter. And it feels like it's a lot more... There's a lot more actual engagement there, rather than, like, a lot of what you'll see on Twitter. Oh, that is indeed a very large mummified dragon. I don't know why I'm surprised. I've played this before. Desert fresh dried dragon jerky. Looks like I've got the right dynasty tomb. Helps there was only one dynasty tomb to pick from. How do I want to handle this? Alright, let's fight solo. To battle! Been having a great time on Blue Sky too. Twitter is 3/4 bots. Yeah, it's so... Hero moment, girl wants to eat. We love girl dinner. This is girl dinner right here. Okay, look, this is gonna be really funny coming from the girl who would, if given the opportunity, eat a moglin. It doesn't even have to be a last resort thing. Like, if I get stuck in a cave for, like, less than 5 minutes with Twilly, that's gonna be my first resort, okay? It's not even a resort. It's just like, well, that's too bad. Anyways, hey guys, welcome in. Today we're gonna be making some spit-roasted moglin. But, it could be tasty. It could be tasty, right? Because the Drakath Twitter account from the Chaos Finale related stuff said that, like, apparently dragon tastes like chicken. So it'd be like turkey jerky, but like chicken. I've never had chicken jerky. I'm assuming it's a thing. There we go. Oh, sick. I got 50 gold from that. My favorite animated series is Justice League. It's just the superheroes and their compromised morals. And, oh my god. I need to actually watch more hero cartoons. When I was growing up, I absolutely loved Teen Titans. But I've not watched anything hero, as far as cartoons go, in a hot minute. I did get to see Superman 2025, though. It was so good. It was so good. Just didn't want to discuss eating this dragon and moglins. They lack protein. How do you know, okay? Hold on. Hold on. Give me just a sec. Oh, wrong button. Okay, so... Oh, this is gonna be an unhinged bit. So, look at Twilly for a moment, okay? If you look at Twilly right here, you will see that Twilly has a nice little round tummy there, right? And, like, is usually seated down, right? It doesn't seem to do a whole lot of running. I don't necessarily think he lacks protein. I think he has a good fat to muscle ratio. that would make Moglin steak made from Twilly, like, simply divine. Okay? I mean, just look at him. Do you not want to eat him? Do you somehow not want to eat Twilly? Anyways, how much gold do I have? I only have 300 left before I can upgrade my dragon. You have the heart of a hero, the DragonFable hero. I love how unhinged, comparatively, the DragonFable hero seems to be from the MechQuest hero, and how unhinged it seems to be, the hero seems to be from the Adventure Quest Worlds hero, right? Because the Adventure Quest Worlds hero has their moments of just being so unhinged, sure. And, like, so does the MechQuest hero, but, like, DragonFable hero, I love whatever is wrong with them, genuinely. Alright. Let's go back to the Sand Sea. That was the wrong button. Yeah, that was the wrong button. Okay. Timeline. Go back. 10,000 gold, eh? There's a lack of viewers is either 4 a.m. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably partially it. I know in my time zone, it's currently about 4:40 p.m. since you're 12 hours off, but I suspect that's also part of it. DragonFable hero is by far the most insane, and I love them for it. I absolutely love them. I would die for them. I would die for DragonFable hero. Oh boy. Somebody got an invite. Interesting news, Trixie. Sectuat the 16th has extended an invitation to his palace to you. This is not the kind of invite that you decline. If I were you, I would go see what he has to say. Immediately. Head north from here to get to the palace. The dynasty guards will let you pass now. Yippee! Alright, let's go. We're in. Greetings, Trixie. Welcome to my palace. Okay, but like, what's with the twink waist? What's with the twink waist here, okay? Anyways, let's talk. As you know, I am the Sun King, King of the Sands, the celestial and masterful Emperor Sectuat the 15th. I'm the 15th Sectuat, the 15th true ruler of the Sand Sea. You may call me Highness or Emperor if you like. I'm calling you Mummy Twink. It is a rare honor for you to be invited into my presence. Very few people have ever had this honor. Even King Altion the Balanced, so-called ruler of the Green Lands, has never been asked into my presence. You will only speak when I require it, and when you are commanded to speak, you will keep a civil tone. Your work with the Ranger Zoom has not gone unseen. You have considerable skills. You have even defeated the mummified dragon in my family's tomb. Now my fathers can rest. The mighty and glorious Sectuat the first and greatest of my line, can enjoy his eternal rest. This is, like, even funnier as somebody who has already done this quest line. I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody who hasn't played, because I don't do that, but oh my god. I got here late since I woke up irregularly. He just likes the sound of his voice. He really does. He loves talking. He is the yapper. Zoom is a great ranger. He has become famous for being able to find people who are hard to find, but he is a specialist. I have need of someone like you with more wide-ranging skills. Someone who can overcome unforeseen challenges and think fast. Somebody who can fit an entire Moglin in her mouth. Somebody who is just kind of insane, has no off button, just won't stop talking. If you think fast enough, perhaps you can leave the sand sea with twice as much treasure. Your shared zooms. It's time for the sandwich. The people of the sand sea have grown discontent. They plot and scheme against me, but they are not to blame. They are like children. When a parent makes a strict rule to keep the children safe, the children are expected to throw fits. They know no better. But when they break those rules made to keep them safe, they must be punished. They must learn their place if I am to keep them safe. If the sand sea were a less dangerous place, then I would have no reason to keep such strict rules. Therefore, I command you to eliminate one of the greatest threats to my people, the sandwich. Oh boy, I can't wait to eat a delicious sandwich. Hello there, my birthday is now in 6 days. Congrats. May I get a hug? Yeah, sure, hug. This quest chain is pretty short, all things considered. There's even longer ones in the future. Yep, it is pretty short. It is. I was about to type that in exact sentiment. Her sisters left her to die in the desert, but the hatred in her heart has kept her alive all these years. The people fear her. They have good cause to fear her. She summons people to her cave in the middle of the night, and they are never seen again. If you were to eliminate the sandwich and the people had less to fear, perhaps they would have less reason to rebel. Go now and do not return until the outcast has been taken care of and my people are safe. Alright, yeah, sure. I love being a class traitor. So head pats. Thank you. Alright. Seems like Sectua doesn't like a girl with hobbies. Shaking my head. For real. Like, what is wrong with this guy? Do you hate it when women have hobbies and skills? Alright. Let's fight the sandwich. This sandwich bites back. Oh boy. Wait, actually, what resistances does she have? She has a water resistance. Okay, sick. Stop being playful. What is your problem, Drakatha II Jr.? Make it a boop on the nose. I suppose so. Boop, boop. Alright. Alright, let's see. Do I have any water? I don't. Alright, well, it is what it is. Die. Beam attack. There we go. Oh, sick, I leveled up. Anyone else like Taekwondo or Taekyon or any other martial arts? In theory, I really like watching them, but I've never done them personally. Okay. If your Yaga sisters cast you out, you must really be the most wicked creature imaginable. People of the Sand Sea are good people. They've lived through a lot. Too much. They don't need one more bad thing like you in their lives. Sandwich is not bad. Everyone knows that sandwiches are good. The Sandwich's sisters cast her out because she wasn't wicked. The Sandwich wanted nothing to do with their evil plots. Know what I think? I think the Sandwich is full of baloney. Tish. Anyways, time for me to go now. I hope you have a great stream today. Thank you. Have a nice day. Alright. Let's do stun, lash, and... Well, that's just rude. I think I should be able to attack the enemies as much as they want, but I don't think they should be allowed to fight back. I think if I've decided to just start maiming you, you can't fight back. You have to just sit down and accept it. You just have to accept me beating on you. People come to the Sandwich on their own. You know, the Sandwich can help them escape the sand in Sectua the 15th insane rule. Sandwich won't get in the rebels' fight, but she will help the frightened ones, the ones who want to run and live free. And the Sandwich is not chicken. If you really want to come face to face with the Sandwich, she is in the next room, if you can make it. Oh boy. Surprising speed for a dual... Yeah, this is going a lot faster than my initial playthrough. Granted, my initial playthrough, I think I started at, like, level 9. Because, again, I had no idea what to do, so I just kind of walked around and did stuff. There we go. Okay, fine. Pet. Beast Blast. No more illusions. No more fighting. The sandwich senses that you truly wish to help the people. Not too long ago, Sectuat's guards came to this cave and stole a spell from the sandwich. Sectuat doesn't want anyone to figure out his plans. The sandwich knows which spell he stole, and that is a clue to his ultimate goal. What was the spell he stole from you? What does it do? The wicked Yaga spell that raises the dead. The sandwich thinks that Sectuat the 15th is obsessed with Sectuat the 1st. He wants to raise his dead ancestor to continue his rule. It will be a disaster for this land. The sandwich does not know all the ingredients in the spell, but she knows the orb of light must be used. So he does have the orb, or at least he knows where it is. Think, sandwich, you've helped a lot. Sectuat the 15th has to think that I got rid of you, so you have to stay hidden until this is all over. Can you do that? The sandwich is old, but she is no turkey. She knows how to hide. Good luck, hero. Thanks, I'm gonna need it. Wahoo! Finished with a sandwich and you are left with crumbs of truth all over the tablecloth of your mind. What could Sectuat be planning with a sandwich's spell? Looks like you're gonna have to keep playing his game to find out. Oh boy. Sort. Alright, let's see if I can sell anything else. Alright, let's see. Guess I'll go ahead, sell that. And see. It's not a very good frost blade. Frost dagger, rather, but I don't think I have anything else I can use right now that also has frost. So I guess we're keeping it. Let's see. Anything else I can sell? No, I shouldn't sell that, even if I want to. That would be rude. I shouldn't. Beast Blast. Alright. Let me just... Oh, I never did my daily today. I should do that. Alright, let's see. Guess I'll switch to Frost Point and do Stun, Lash, Wound, Beam. Surprised you haven't sold Thursday's pendant. It's not worth keeping around. Awesome, awesome. It said it was a quest item, so I wasn't 100% sure if I would need it later. So I'll probably sell it after this then. And that way I have very little left before I need to, or before I can upgrade my boy. I'm mainly trying to upgrade him as soon as possible for my charisma for my mainly charisma run. The daily is so strangely bulky when you're low level. Well, yeah, it's very bulky. It's a big boy. An absolute unit. Oh hey, I blocked! I almost never block. I mean, I could probably, like, change that, but Like I said, I'm just dumping everything in charisma and luck and hoping for the best. I feel like trying to be better at blocking, well, kind of defeats the point of this run-through, which is just to be as pretty and charming as possible. Heal me, boy. Thank you, boy. Yeah, I know. I know I'm not supposed to be focused on charisma. I'm doing this for fun. If it ends up becoming a problem, I will respec. But at this point, charisma with a bunch of allies seems to be a pretty okay way of playing through it. If I get no diffed, then I will respec and probably switch to a different class. But I mainly... Yo! It's time! It's time. A grown woman relying on her dragon son is funny to me somehow. That's exactly why I'm doing it. Like, actually. Because of how absolutely hilarious it is. To just go, somebody else can worry about this. Go get him, boy. It's time. Are we ready? Whatever. Go, my dragon. Exactly, exactly. In book 1, you can get away with pretty much anything, so it should be fine. Yeah. Yeah. That's roughly my thoughts as well. Because I have looked at, like, roughly what I would need to do. Or what I, you know. Okay. It's time. Are we ready? Let me see if I can record while I stream at the same time. I've never tried to do this before. If the stream cuts out, I'm so sorry. Wait, I can! Holy shit, this makes life so much easier. Okay, awesome. Let's do it. He's a toddler. Okay, and then after that, I believe I can upgrade him like that one more time. Oh my god. I love him. Beast Blast. Alright, let's see. I should have a bunch of stat points now. Okay. Love how you only posted that one Dracath thing and just stopped. In my defense, it is a little bit difficult for me to stream and also post on Blue Sky at the exact same time, but... Oh, wait, the Dracath thing, the incident counter? Yeah, normally I just count the entire DragonFable streams as just one very long Dracath incident, because they kind of are. Okay. Go, my boy. Alright, yep. Why are you suddenly cuddly? Beast Blast. I'm sorry, every time I go to this screen now, I just gotta pour water on him, you know? Alright. Why did I press that again? What is my problem? Okay, should be under timeline. To the Sand Sea. So just saying now, you get another 100 stat points. Yep. Just don't feel like leaving your DCs in the loop. But yeah, yeah, I'm very excited for, once I can, you know. Alright. The traitor. Oh boy. How did you dispose of the sandwich? And not even my elite guards could end her miserable life. I ate her. No, I've changed my mind. All that matters is your ability to get the job done. I remain impressed with your skills. Now, I have another task for you. While Zoom is hunting down the last of the rebels, one of their number has decided to betray his fellows. I want you to go and meet this turncoat. If he is honest about his desire to serve me, then escort him here. If it is a trap, well, you are more than capable of dealing with anything the rebels might have concocted. Hero with a suspiciously sandwich-shaped neck. Oh boy. Let's do this. Okay. Oh, right. Oh boy. Forgot to actually get any of my fam in here. Okay, well, whatever. What weaknesses? I don't have anything stone, but I may as well... what do I have equipped right now? I have Frostpoint equipped. Yeah, I'll just equip that. And then... Oh! Oh, I have a bunch more skills now. Oh! Okay, dumping everything in charisma was a great idea, actually. Right side dragon skills are OP. They're so, oh my god. This is awesome! I love my son. My son is the best son in the world. I've never said anything wrong or mean about him in my life. I love him. My beautiful baby boy. Oh my god. Whoa, Nova be upon ye. Literally. Weakness seeking crit shield for 2. Yeah. Oh my god. Alright. Go, my dragon. There we go. Oh my god, this makes life so much easier. Alright. Oh, what? He's the traitor? Who could have guessed this? I was gonna tell Sectwat that Zoom was working for the rebels. You were safe, and so is my daughter. Found out what Sectwat is doing with the rebels. Oh my god, the spell that he stole from the Yaga spellbook calls for a strong magical source. That source is the Orb of Light. The spell also calls for the life forces of 100 people who call you an enemy. Once he's rounded up 100 rebels, he plans on exchanging their lives to resurrect Sectwat the First. Charisma is passable when Trixie is not a fighter. Dracath the Second is. Exactly. Alright. The rebels will be undead husks, empty bodies, zombie servants. I couldn't risk that happening to my daughter. I had to make this deal, I'm sorry. So you're going to trade the names of locations of the other rebels to keep your own daughter safe? What about fighting for your people? Sheree knows the risks, and she's willing to risk her life for her people to be free. You don't understand what it means to have a child. Oh, what? What? I don't understand what it means to have a child? Oh, I don't know. Oh my god. Oh, what? I don't understand? Huh. Anyways. You always have a choice. You know Sectwat the 15th, and you know that he will hunt down your daughter no matter what. You're a fool if you think that this deal will save her. You've nearly doomed the entire rebellion. You're right, of course you're right. I knew that he couldn't be trusted. That's why I lied and told him that Zoom was secretly working with the rebels. Thought if I could make I thought that if I could make Sectua get rid of Zoom, then the others might stand a chance. Only, what is it? Zoom is very strong. I couldn't be sure that Sectua would be able to finish him, so I set a trap. Bro. This temple is protected by an ancient evil called the Anubis Knight, and we're standing in the middle of his home. I was trying to lure Zoom to his doom before I turned myself in, but I got you instead. Oh my god. Great, now I'm doomed. Thanks. You're a lot of fun to hang out with. Has anyone ever told you that? F. It's right behind me, isn't it? DragonFable hero, I love you. Alright, Stun and Nova. Crying I didn't even have to make the joke, right? Thanks for saving my life again, Trixie. I should start charging for this. Maybe Zoom has the right idea. What are you going to do about me? Can't risk handing you over to Sectua the 15th. If you were willing to rat your people out, you would easily turn on me. You're good at hiding, so go hide and stay hidden. Once this is all over, Sheree will have a lot of questions for you. Please, she doesn't have to know. That her father is a traitor and a fool? I think she does. You made a mistake, now you will have to live with it. Just be grateful that things turned out this way. They could have been far worse. Now get out of here and make sure that I do not see you again. Wahoo! Wow, chat messages are so slow. A second of scrolling allows me to see the beginning. Yep. Alright. We're near the finish line. It's time for the Zodown. Welcome back, Trixie. I see that you did not bring the traitor to me. I will assume that it was a rebel trap. I have one final assignment for you, and when you return, I will shower you with riches beyond your wildest dreams. I have reason to believe that Zoom has begun working with the resistance against me. This will not stand. I think that he has been capturing these rebels just to get close to me. No one is that good of a tracker. When I discovered his betrayal, I sent the key to the prisons to the Lizardman's cigarette to the west. It's hidden there. Zoom will eventually show up there. If he wants to set his rebel friends free, then he will need that key. Command you to go there and stop him by any means necessary. Do so quickly. A very special day is fast approaching. I want no interference from Zoom and the Resistance. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a traitor. Oh boy. Wonder what he's doing up there. I'd hoped that Sectua the 15th was mistaken. I had hoped that you would not show up here. Actually, I'm glad that you did show up. There's something I've been meaning to talk to you about. I mean the fact that you've been working with the rebellion since the moment you arrived in the Sandsea? You knew? Of course I knew. You don't get to be the world's most dangerous ranger by missing things like that. But you could have turned me in at any time. Does this mean you really are working with the rebels? No, I really am working for Sectua the 15th, but these rebels weren't much fun till you showed up. You made the hunt more interesting. Is that why you didn't turn me in? It's one of the reasons. The other reason is that I was hired to capture rebels. You were just working with the rebels. Wasn't worth risking fighting someone with your powers since I wouldn't have gotten paid for it. We love minimum wage. We love minimum wage workers. Does that mean you're not gonna stop me? You wish. Now Sectua is paying me to come after you. He told me that you'd be here. Shall we begin? We don't have to do this, Zoom. Yes, we do. Alright. Let's see. He's weak to water. I currently have him set to water, so should make life a whole lot easier. I remember suffering during this quest line when I first played through it, so let's see. Alright, disarm, I guess. Beam attack. Immobility, basically only a mechanic for... Yeah, fair enough, but like... Again, I like immobilizing my enemies. It's what I like doing. It's my shtick at this point. Like, I know shields are better, but again, I'm doing this for fun. Alright, then attack. There we go. Alright, so I do go up that way. It's been a hot minute since I've played, so... Alright, and... A lot of basic enemies have that resistance, just something to consider throughout the later half of Book 1 and most mini-bosses. Yeah, I know. As long as I beat them up faster than they can beat me, it should be fine. Okay, so it wasn't that way, but there is a chest over here, I think, so may as well. Okay, then attack. And attack. There we go. Oh boy, all potions refilled. As if I was using potions in the first place. What am I, some kind of noob? Heal me, boy. There we go. As long as I can beat my enemies faster than they can beat me, it should be fine. Sun Tzu, the art of war. That's what it feels like, though. That's what it feels like, though. Like, it's like how, in Pokemon, I almost never use, like, like, attacks and stuff, because as long as I can just out-DPS them, it's not even an issue. Yeah, fair enough. There we go. Is cloning a 16-year-old girl ethical? Just ask Hamilton, he did it. I used to be like that, but then I started using Swords Dance and it was like crack cocaine. So I've heard. So I've heard. He's right behind me, isn't he? Actually, why is his sprite on the map, like, so tall? What's his problem? I'm gonna kill him. I told you, Trixie, I can never give up. You cannot escape me. That's wrong, Zoom. You must have some loyalty to the people of the Sand Sea. You told me the last Emperor hunted your mother's people, the Sand Elves, into extinction. Fight with me and you can claim revenge for her. You should be fighting for honor, not gold. Do not presume to speak to me about honor. Revenge is a small and petty reason to fight. My mother taught me the value of a promise before she was hunted down. My contract is as good as my word. I've agreed to hunt you and the rebels down, and I will honor my contract. A deal is a deal, even with a ruler as corrupt and insane as Sectua. There is no greater honor than keeping your promises. Now lay your weapons down and come with me. You know I can't do that. I have to stop Sectua. I have to rescue the rebels. And I have to stop you. Alright. Actually, performing a sword dance is neat. Yeah, sword dances are pretty cool, huh? A man with principles? A man with principles is strong. Too bad someone else doesn't have that same morals. I don't know what you're talking about. Everyone knows that the Slugrath dynasty is famous for how principled and good and honorable they were. I mean, look at just who came after that, right? No, but after the hey, that's not allowed. Only I can have pets. I want you dead. Legitimately, after I did the the Princess Bride or whatever quest with Serrano, I legitimately, as soon as I got offline, I messaged my friend who actually got me into DragonFable and Artix Entertainment games again in the first place. Like, you know, I don't think the I don't think the Slugrath Dynasty could have been that bad. Slugrath's shade is thrown everywhere. Altion propaganda. Exactly. Big Altion. Big Altion doesn't want you to know that the Slugrath Dynasty was actually really good and really nice, and he's actually participating in historical revisionism for his own, twisted, ends. Dude, stop that. Alright, then, I guess wound. Heal me. Drakath is so pathetic in comparison. Look at his gun, even defeated. He shows up to glaze aura and mock prison. Fair enough, but like, I like my poor little Meow Meow. I like my Blorbo. I like him. I like it when guys are a little bit pathetic and you can't kill them because they kind of suck at like everything, including dying. Lookism, more like gunism. But yeah, okay, we're almost. There we go. Yeah, let's only crit at the end. Great job. Alright, then let's stun. Heal me. Attack. And Nova. Hi, hello, welcome InCats12. Welcome. Currently just finishing off the Sandsea quests today. Okay. Then I do have to go this way. And then I think I'll do stun and Nova. And attack. Heal me. There we go. Oh, huh. Wonder who that could be over there. Big mystery. Kill. There we go. Attack. Hey. Skills are even more impressive than I had assumed, but eventually you will tire. Just give up. I can keep this up as long as you can, Zoom. Longer if I have to. I'm going to get to that key. I've done battle with some of the strongest beasts and people that lore has to offer. I've never met my match. You're looking at your match. I've beaten you twice, Zoom. You know that I'm stronger than you. It's not a question of strength, Trixie. You can never beat me if I never give up. Oh my god. Short. Maybe I'm going about this the wrong way. Falconreach has several billion gold. I could probably get you some of it, if you agree to walk away. Falconreach has how much gold? Falconreach has over 1 billion gold, or whatever, and Altion wouldn't even take me out to a restaurant? I hate him. We need to overthrow Altion. We need to reinstate the Slugrath Dynasty. They can't have been that bad. They can't have been that bad. Trixie the criminal, a man just trying to protect the government from a corrupt woman with zero morals and child support. Zoom plays. I have morals. I don't. I don't have any morals. Yep. That's a lot of gold. Yep. So, being a hero of Falconreach pays really well then? Yep. Once I've handed you over to Sect What, I will have to check it out. They will be 1 hero short. Oh, I thought I had you that time. You're really serious about this honor thing, aren't you? Yep. Alright. Let's see. I mean, he has a 65% resistance, but that means that there's a 35% chance. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to stun him. Ah, well. Altion is over party. Literally, I'm so sorry that I hate Altion so much. I never realized I would be King Altion's biggest hater. Wait, no, I'm not King Altion's biggest hater. I think that's Sepulcher. But, like, I don't like Altion very much. I don't know if it's obvious. Copy-paste fight 3 times in the same quest. Yep. I remember this quest was, like, horrible for me when I first played it. Disarm. Heal me, boy. Thank you. I think we should make it illegal for Zoom to attack. Like, I think that should just not be allowed anymore. There we go. Never mind. Okay, let's fight this guy. Stage just gets better and better. Who are you and what do you want? I forgot. His name is Sphinxter. Ah, yes, I do love putting my sword into a sphincter. Altion hate is always morally correct. Exactly. News just in, Trixie is arrested for endangerment of a sand elf. Not sphincter. We do love the sphincter. It's one of my favorite enemies in this quest. I love fighting against the sphincter. We love fighting against the sphincter here. This is a sphincter hate zone. Oh god. Trixie is my target. I already have a contract. I don't think you understand, Ranger. I was not sent to kill the traitor. That's good. I was sent to kill both of you. That's bad. Emperor of the Sandsea knew that one of you was working for the rebels, but didn't know which, so he decided to send you to battle each other, and then I was to kill the winner. The time of resurrection is near. The mighty Sectwat the First will live again, and neither of you will live to see it. Hold on. Do you mean to say that Sectwat the 15th isn't going to pay me? Of course not. He wants you dead. He has no use for the last send elf. He also said that you were way overpriced. Oh, I'm going to get paid, even if I have to take my money from the Imperial coffers myself. My contract is void. I will set every rebel that I captured free. Hey, Trixie. Ask me again. Ahem. Hey, Zoom. Want to join the rebels and help me take down Sectwat the 15th? It would be an honor to fight beside you. This time for real. Yay! It's like those memes where you intentionally misspell the name of a character, but it really is just like that, huh? Yeah, oh my god. Should have said that after Zoom finished off you. Right? Like, Sphincter couldn't wait, like, a couple seconds. He couldn't relax a little bit. Couldn't chill out. Sorry, who said that? Alright, well... Alright, weak to darkness. What do I have, actually? Oh, sick. I have that. Alright, let's... wound. Nova. And... bombs. I love how American Zoom is. I mean, he can just throw bombs at people. Nothing more American than that, chat. Long battle. Yeah, it was long when I first played it, but I feel like with how I am currently, it's actually gonna be pretty short. I mean, I'm already a good chunk of the way through his health. I guess we'll see how that goes. Okay, sick. Alright, then... I'll do aimed. And Lash. Is that Drakath the Second Jr.? It is! It is Drakath the Second Jr. I leveled him up. He's a toddler now. I wish I could inflict him with, like, every form of DOT possible. If I have Zoom and Valencia in the party, actually, I can maximize my damage over time, I think, with what I have right now. Just lurking here. Hell yeah, we love lurkers. Alright, and then attack. Heal me, boy. Thank you, boy. There we go. You've defeated the assassin beast sent after you by Sektuat the 15th. You've received the key to the Imperial prisons inside the palace, and Zoom has joined the side of the rebels. All that remains is stopping Sektuat the 15th. It's before Wind Orb? I forget, Ninja has so many DOTs. I think this is after Wind Orb. I haven't done the ninja quests yet. Okay, I got a cool baton. Awesome. You brought your abused, emaciated toddler to fight horrible monsters. I did. I did. Maybe he wouldn't be... Maybe I wouldn't have to feed him cement if Drakath just gave me child support, huh? Nah, she just doesn't have... too much money for a gambler woman. Yeah, I can use that for gambling. Alright, so I have to go back and talk to Zoom now. Did he shrink on the map? Was he always this small? What the heck? Like, he got smaller, right? Am I just insane? Did they shrink him? Crying Zoom got zoomed out. Just a difference in perspective. Yeah, he just looks shorter because I'm wearing my 12-inch heels. Maybe you wouldn't need child support if you chose a better man. I don't know what you're talking about. If Drakath is going to go on and on about how he used to be a prince, he should be paying me to, like, oh, wrong button! Oh god. Okay, whatever. It's time. Town is very quiet, Trixie. Maybe too quiet. I don't like it. Are you prepared? I guess so. The town was more empty than usual. Do you think the villagers heard that we were coming for Sektuat the 15th? I'm not sure what's going on, but if Sektuat the 15th has the Orb of Light, then we better be prepared for anything. Can't wait to see the look on his mask, I guess, when he finds out that we are both with the rebels. They should be safe. I'd only caught about 90 of them for him when he decided to betray me. He doesn't have the 100 that he needs to bring Sektuat the First back from the dead. That was the second biggest mistake he ever made. What was the first? Making me mad. Finale. Then there's the Titan fights, but those are awesome and not for Trixie, so yeah, I'm too much of a fail girl for the fights. Actually, I realized I should probably set up my companions. Alright. First guest, and then I think... I'm pretty sure he takes on the second guest slot? I guess we'll see. Let's move. No, fuck! He takes the first guest slot. Okay, so basically, I'm gonna just suffer. Alright. Second guest. There we go. There. Now we should be good. Let's go. I think guests that are forced on you always take slot 1. Yeah, that seems to be... I hate this guy. I hate this guy. I want him dead. Okay, well, I can only have one guest, I guess. It is what it is. Alright. This is way easier. I like this. There we go. Alright, then... and attack. At least you're only level 16. It's a pain at higher levels to carry Zoob in this fight when played out of order. Yeah, I'd assume so. Oh boy, secret passage. I do love a good old secret hole. Alright. That was the wrong button, but who cares? Okay, there we go. Alright, then... silver. So I'll switch to... silver. Alright. Let's do... stun. Is it inappropriate to be in your underwear and drink 96% alcohol? I mean... I think it depends on, like, where you are, because if you're, like, in an elementary school, right? If you're in elementary school, and you're, like, a teacher, you probably should not, at least while you're, like, on the clock, you should not be in your underwear drinking 96% alcohol. And also, that is, like, a very high percentage of alcohol. You maybe should not be drinking that in the first place. But, like, if you're just home alone, like, for the weekend, I don't necessarily think that's inappropriate. Just ask Grand Blue, a totally honest mage, about driving and not drinking. Grand Blue? I have no clue who that is. What if I'm not a teacher? Then, like, I feel like it's fine as long as you're not on the clock, right? Or a totally honest manga. Yeah, I've not read Grand Blue. Alright. Love how Anubis Knight is treated as a mini-boss then, but now he's a normal mob. Yeah, he's just a guy. He is just a guy. There we go. And then... Nova. You two should be dead! We are! We're back from the grave to haunt you for your misdeeds! Ooh! Oh my god. My god. DragonFable Hero really is just kind of unhinged, huh? I love them. I love you, DragonFable Hero. Don't be silly. You're no fun at all. Sectwa, we know all about your plans and we've come to stop you. We know that you were paying me to round up 100 rebels so you could then sacrifice them and use their life force. We also know that you want to use the Orb of Light to power the Yaga spell to bring back Sectwa the First. On the side note, it's kind of creepy how you're obsessed with your great and powerful ancestor. Well, I guess you've got me all figured out. Except that you're entirely wrong. I'm not trying to bring back my great and powerful... I'm not trying to bring my great and powerful ancestor back from the dead. I am Sectua the First. Oh, wow. This is so unexpected. Oh no. Who could have possibly foreseen this? You're old. I mean, really, really old. And then just you. I'm older than either of you could imagine. I have been the ruler of the Sand Sea for nearly 1,500 years. During my first reign as Sectuad, I realized none of my children had the mind or will of an emperor. I began searching the lands of lore for the secret to eternal life. I found that I could unlock the secrets of the Orb of Light, and I can control myself into a lich, an undead sorcerer, blessed with eternal life but cursed with eternal undeath. I've used its power to sustain myself for these last 1,500 years, but after I became a lich, I realized my mistake. As a lich, I could never know the pleasures of the living, only eternal rest and eternal unrest. I yearned to be alive again. I kept searching for the true key of eternal life, and I found it. About 1,200 years ago, I gave the spell to the Yaga sisters for safekeeping. As we agreed, they sent their outcast sister to live here in the sands with a spell in her care so that I could keep watch over it. Each time I took my new place as the new emperor, I was a little bit more cruel. I knew that if I squeezed these feeble presents hard enough that they would eventually rebel, and they would give me the 100 enemies that I needed to return life to this undead shell. Oh my god. I'm only telling you this so you can understand the true power that you face if you choose to battle me, but I never expected you to get this far, so I will give you the choice. Join me and I will grant you life everlasting as my undying generals. Make your choice. If you click that button, you get like a little blurb that's like, he just straight up killed you and didn't bring you back. R.I.P. man. Old man, how many times do we gotta teach you this lesson? Okay. I didn't really think that you'd fall for that, but I had to try. Come then, children. Let me show you the kind of pain that I've learned to deliver through the ages. Don't phrase it like that, man. That's gross. Standard endgame screen. No evil allowed. Yeah, no evil allowed. Okay. So he's weak to darkness. So, I'll take it. I'll take it. What's extreme battle? Like this battle, but on drugs, basically. I'm not sure how extreme of a battle it is, because I'm not doing it, but... Alright, then... Stunning explosive shot. Alright, let me check. Should probably switch to Lotus Blade. Unless it's been changed, he would just do slightly more damage. You know, as they do, I guess. From my understanding, a lot of the early extreme boss fights, unless, like, they update them, are just, like, slightly more difficult for the most part. At least now they're, like, slightly more difficult. They may have been more difficult back in the day. Attack. I love how Zoom is acting as my meat shield right now. Thanks, man. I do really appreciate you taking those hits for me. Alright, let's beam. Wait, I forgot to switch my dragon to darkness. I should do that. Yeah, they didn't, like, introduce mechanics or anything, at least not back then. Just increased health and damage. So it's a bit uninteresting. Yeah, that seems to be about right. I know there used to be a lot less mechanics in some of the boss fights, but... Extreme fights were just forum fun. They're just dodge and block and hit at the right time and you get bragging rights. Fair enough, fair enough. We do love good bragging rights. Okay, outrage. And then, I guess wind. Alright. Doing pretty good on health. Zoom is doing a little bit less good, but I mean that seems like a him issue. But that was a time when all classes are weak. Nowadays they're outdated. Yeah. Oh no. Oh, whatever will I do now that he's attacked me? Oh, this is the worst. Oh, I'm definitely gonna die. Oh, this is terrible. Die. There we go. He just vanished. Does that mean we destroyed him? No, a lich cannot be disposed of so easily. He will return. He is still emperor of these lands, and people will still see him that way. So the rebels have a lot more work to do. At least he will have lost most of his power without the Orb of Light. What will you do with the orb? I was looking to beat Sepulchre on this one, but I still have to beat him to the rest. I can't watch them all while I'm finding the missing ones. I think you would be a safe person to leave it with if you wouldn't mind keeping an eye on it. After all we've been through, you would trust me with the Orb of Light? Are you just worried Sepulchre will just buy it from me? No, I consider you a friend now, and I understand your code of honor. If I trust you with the orb, then you will do everything in your power to keep it safe. I can't think of anyone I would trust more with the fate of lore. Thank you, Trixie. I consider you a friend, too. I will guard the orb with my life. I plan to stay here and help the rebels. Sektwat still owes me a lot of gold. If you ever need me, you know where to find me. It was amazing fighting by your side. It feels good to fight for something that I believe in. Thank you for teaching me that. If the rebels ever need a hand, you can call on me too. Thanks for everything, Zoom. There we go! Orb of Light. Orb of Light completed. Oh boy, I got an Imperial Rod. Well, that's that done. Senator Armstrong would disagree, Zoom. Finish him! But yeah, okay. So, we're finally finished with that saga. Finally. Well, not saga. We're done with that arc of the saga. Words. Right, I'm great with them. So, thank you to everyone for tuning in today. I had a very fun time streaming this for all of you, and finally getting back into the swing of things. See you next time. Yep. I will be seeing you next time, tomorrow at around 4 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be playing some Adventure Quest Worlds on stream, and, I think I have, on Saturday, I will be doing more Borderlands with the group I usually play with. I would like it if you guys could join them, but if you can't, or if you only want to lurk, that's okay too. Thank you to everyone for stopping in today. Oyasu Mixie.